Okay, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time that you are doing this workout. Thank you for joining me. This is leg day with Ruth, week 3, take 2, because I had technical difficulties with my recording in the last one. So I won't delay any further. Let's just get started. For today's workout, what you need, as usual, are your dumbbells, or of course, option to go with body weight. The only other thing that I would recommend for this particular class is that we're going to do one move on our knees in a kneeling position. So if you know that that's not so comfortable for your knees, you might want like a towel or a yoga mat that you can fold up to support your knees. But also, I will be offering a non-kneeling option for that move. So if you don't want to do a move on your knees at all, that's totally cool. So we're just going to get right into the warm-up. As usual, starting with the feet and ankles and moving our way up. So we're just going to start with pedaling our feet out. So side to side here, alternating, lifting up your heels. Maybe like feet and ankles are cracking a little bit. I know mine are. Just woke up, had a coffee. You know, things are not ready to move yet, but don't worry, we're gonna get it there. Just continuing to alternate here, and then bring both feet down, and we're gonna come into some calf raises. So coming all the way up and down, trying to stay in control on the way up and down. So sometimes you want to come up and then just come right back down. Try to like control the down movement as well. Both my feet cracked, like every bone in my feet. But it's good to like work that stuff out before we get into the actual workout. One more like this, and then if you're ready, we're gonna rock back on our heels and then up on our toes. So just rocking back and forth. This one is a little harder to do slow, like it's a little harder to stay in control, but still try to maintain some control. Breathing here, rocking back on your heels. A few more like this. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to take a wider stance on our mat and move through some loaded ankle circles. One of my favorites for warming up the feet and ankles. So shifting your weight into your left foot. I'm just going to start circling the left foot around on the ground. So circling the perimeter of your foot around on the ground, pressing lightly into it, and then as you get a little bit more comfortable with this, we can really start to lean into it, really start to lean your body into it, pressing your foot into the ground, almost like you're trying to like put out a cigarette with your foot, but really pressing around the perimeter of the foot. Let's change directions now. I know it might seem like a lot to do for feet and ankles, but when you think about it, a lot of these moves that we do in leg day, one more here, switching sides, so same thing on the other side, starting nice and light. A lot of the moves that we do in a leg day are supported by our feet and ankles. Think about doing a squat, think about doing lunges, and yet we don't often think about actually warming up and paying attention to our feet and ankles. Loading more weight into your foot if you'd like. If you think about a squat, ankle mobility is actually key to being able to get low in a squat. So it's really important to actually pay some attention to your feet and ankles. Breathing, going the other way now. Loading more weight into the foot if you'd like. And then releasing, shaking it off. Just gonna do some little knee circles here, just check in with the knees, see how things are feeling. I know a lot of people have trouble with their knees, so I think it's good to just like check in with them. I'm changing directions every couple circles here. It's good to just check in with them, like how are the knees feeling? Breathe, breathe. Maybe if you're feeling any discomfort or pain in your knees, like that will inform how you tackle the rest of the workout. Maybe you'll want to go with lighter weights. Maybe you'll just want to take it a little easy. Just always checking in with yourself. All right, sending left foot long, toes pointed up to the sky, holding heel on the ground. We're going to hinge forward. So keeping a straight spine all the way to the crown of the head. Keep pulling those toes up to the sky. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of your leg, warming the calves up and also warming the hips up here. Breathing, hinging into it. Maybe starting to think about as you stand up, squeezing through the glutes, just warming everything up here. Breathing, 2 more on this side. Really paying attention to keeping that straight spine all the way through the crown of your head. Back up, last one. Back up and switching sides, sending right foot out long, pointing right toes up to the sky, and begin to hinge and come up. Breathe, breathe. Same thing here, thinking about keeping that nice straight spine all the way through the crown of your head. Keep pulling those toes up to really feel a stretch in the back of your leg. And start to think about engaging glutes here. So as you stand up, squeezing your glutes, breathing. A few more on this side. 2 more. Last one. And standing up straight, we're gonna start to march the knees up. So nice and slow marches here, really drawing the knees up as high as you can, keeping the feet flexed and really squeezing at the hip to get a little bit more height with those knees. Slowing it down a little bit, breathing, pulling those knees up. Maybe see if you get like just a little inch higher here, take it really slow, pull the knee up, just pull it a little inch higher. Breathing, a couple more, really warming up the hips here. Last one. Now we're going to pull right knee up to chest, pull that knee up high, and we're going to move through some ankle circles here. So just with the foot floating in the sky and drawing the knee closer to chest, and then changing directions here. Keep pulling that knee to chest, breathing, and then when you're ready, bring that knee open to the side, release it, and bring it back down. So we're moving through some external rotation here. Bring that knee up, over to the side, breathing. Maybe again here noticing like some snap, crackle, pop in your hip. Just noticing like how that feels. Is it like a little bit of discomfort that starts to feel better as you move through the external rotations, or is it pain that you want to more avoid? Again, like when we do our warm-ups, we want to think about moving in the movement patterns that we're actually going to be moving. We're going to switch sides now, so bring this knee up, out to the side and down. We want to think about moving in the movement patterns that we're actually going to do in the workout. A lot of the time when we do warm-ups, we just think about getting our heart rate up. So people will do things like, 5 minutes on the elliptical or whatever. But you really want to actually warm up the joints and muscles and the movement patterns that you're going to be doing in your actual workout. So that's what this warm-up is. Breathing, 1 more on this side. And bring that leg down, shake it off a little bit. Taking a shoulder width stance here, we're gonna move through some modified jumping jacks. So sending 1 foot out to the side and arms coming up overhead. Just alternating here, breathing side to side. And then when and if you're ready, join me in doing some actual jumping jacks. I love the modified jumping jacks for several reasons. Obviously, they're not as intense, but also like if you have downstairs neighbors or anyone living in your house that you don't want to be making noise with a lot of jumping, it's great to have those modifications. Let's just go for 10, 9, hands all the way to the top, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I feel like we're almost warmed up. Let's just move through some air squats here. So just squatting down, sending the butt back, breathing. So thinking about sitting onto a chair or a stool that is behind you. You could actually set a chair or stool behind you and sit down onto it. That's a great way to train your squat form. Breathing, we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Standing up, shaking it off. All right, so now we are warm. It's time to head into the actual workout. So today's workout, we are gonna do 6 moves, 4 rounds. So it's 1 big circuit this week. I'm just kind of continuing to move. You can like stop and take a breather or start stepping side to side. I like to sometimes just like even in between moves, keep movement going in my body, just if you're wondering like what I'm doing right now. So 6 moves, 4 rounds. If you want to grab your dumbbells. Maybe you want to go light this round to kind of treat the first round as part of the warm-up. Also like treat it as like a learning experience, and then you can decide based on the first round how you want to tackle the next 2/3 rounds. There's 3 more rounds after the first round. All right, no more stalling. Let's get started. First move is going to be narrow to wide squat. So we're going to take a close stance here. Feet are closer than shoulder width apart. We are squatting down, and then we're going to step out to the side, bring the weights together, squat down to the side, step back together, weights come to the side if you're using weights, and then stepping to the side, squatting down. So stepping in the center, sending the butt backwards, stepping out to the side, and squatting. So thinking about sending the butt back, stepping out to the side, continuing to set the butt back. So trying not to let the weights pull you forward. Breathing. We'll just go one more each side. Last one on this side, and then back to center, and then the last one on this side, and up. All right, shake it off. Next move is going to be reverse lunge to high knee. So let's just start with our reverse lunges, just to get used to that movement before we introduce the high knee into the situation. Breathing. So once we introduce the high knee into the situation, we're gonna go all on one leg and then all on the other. So last one like this. Now let's step back with the right leg, and then when we drive forward, we're pulling our knee up and coming back down. Pulling that knee up, trying to stand nice and straight, finding your balance here, stepping back, driving that knee up, back, and up. 2 more on this side. Big step back, and up. Last one. Big step back, drive that knee up. All right, switching sides. So big step back, drive that knee up, trying to stand up straight, trying to find your balance. If at first you're finding it, or even like if the whole time you're finding it hard to find your balance, that's totally normal. I do challenge you to keep trying. Like, don't give up on doing these. The only way that we really get better at finding our balance is if we allow ourselves to fall off balance once in a while. How deep is that? 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And up. All right, next move. This move, so the reverse lunge to high knee and this move are one of my favorite combos to do together. And we're gonna do side to side lunge with a balance element as well. So taking a nice wide stance here, we're gonna come down to the side, down to the other side. So first we're just gonna move through these side lunges here. So thinking about sending your butt back here, breathing, trying not to let your knees come over your toes, breathing. And when you're ready, maybe you'll join me in going side to side and then pressing up into a balance. Bring your leg back down, side to side, and then up into a balance on the other side. This is challenging. But again, I do challenge you to keep trying. Keep seeing what do you need to do to find your balance. Really rooting your foot into the ground as you press into that balance. Thinking about really what muscles need to start engaging in order for you to find your balance. Breathe. 1 more each side here, side to side and up. Last one, side to side and up. All right, ditching the weights for a moment. This next move, a little bit of jumping. We haven't done any jumping in these classes yet. Don't worry, we're not doing burpees, but we're gonna do pop squats. So pop squats, alternative to doing pop squats can just be air squats, so just squatting in place, or you can join me in pop squat. So a pop squat, you're doing a little bounce in the middle and then dropping down into a squat. So a little bounce in the middle, dropping down into a squat, pressing your butt back here, breathe. Yes, really landing nice and soft on your feet, bending your knees as soon as you hit the ground so that the impact of this is not going to your knees. We'll go for 5, breathe, 4, 3, almost there, 2, last one, and up. All right, shake it off. We're coming down to the ground now. So here's where we're gonna do our kneeling move. So if you know that you want a little bit of extra support for your knees, grab a towel or roll your yoga mat up. We're gonna grab our weights, or no weight here as usual. Weights are coming to shoulders here, so resting the weights on your shoulders. We're gonna press up and come back down. So alternate to this, if you don't want to do this move, is a bridge on the ground. Because this move essentially is the same as doing a bridge on the ground, but I find it a little more challenging, or like differently challenging, because you don't have the feedback of the floor and your feet. So when you're doing a bridge, pressing up into a bridge from the floor, your feet are kind of doing a lot of the work, whereas with this, it really is your glutes that are pressing you up and forward. Keep going. 3 more. Squeeze your glutes to come up. Try not to let your feet come up off the ground. 2 more. Last one here. Pressing up and squeezing, and ditch it. Last move. We're gonna go classic donkey kick to fire hydrant. So with or without weights, you could also place a band around your upper thighs if you have a mini band at home, or you could place a yoga block or a book behind your knee. We're gonna grab our weight, put it behind our knee, finding our tabletop position. So hands are right under shoulders, knees are right under hips, and we're gonna kick up into a donkey kick, bring it back down, open up into a fire hydrant. So really pressing up, squeezing through the glutes and hamstrings, and out into a fire hydrant. Something to think about in the fire hydrant part of it is that you don't want to bring your leg out so far that you have to start to rotate your body. You really want everything else to be staying stationary as you open your knee up. Let's go 1 more of each, pressing up with your heels, squeezing through your glutes, and then out to the side. Whew. And then switching sides here. I'm going to turn around so you can see what's going on. Whew. All right, so same thing here, finding your hands under your shoulders. Hips are directly over knees. Let's go. Breathe. And out to the side. So again, thinking about only bringing that knee out to the side as far as you can without turning the rest of your body. Really pressing up in the donkey kick. Breathing. I am already so sweaty. We've got 3 more rounds to go. This is the last move of the circuit. 3 more rounds to go. Breathing. But 1 round, almost done. Keep pressing up. Breathe. Out to the side. Last one here. Kick it up, squeeze, and out to the side, and ditch it. All right, y'all, that is the full circuit. So check in with yourself. How do you feel? How do you want to handle the next round? Do you want to go heavier? Do you want to go lighter? Do you want to take a break completely? Totally up to you. I'm going to go a little heavier this time, even though I don't really want to, but you know what? I know that I can, so I'm going to do it. So 3, 2, 1, we're going wide to narrow squats. Let's go. Narrow, stepping out. Remember here to keep sending the butt back. So trying not to let the weights pull you forward. Send the butt back. If you find that the narrow squats are a little hard on your knees, because they can be, you can switch to just doing the wider squats. Breathing, keep it going. How about this time on this last one, as we step out to the side and come down into our squat, let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. Whew. All right, deep breath, reverse lunge to high knee. So this time we're gonna go right into our reverse lunge to high knee. Deep breath, let's go, big step back. Drive that knee up. Big step back. Drive it up. Keep it going. Amazing. So really thinking about the foot that is on the ground, really pressing into the ground. Try to hold your knee up for just a moment, just a beat, just to know that you're owning that movement. Breathing, really squeezing through your glutes. Whoa, almost losing my balance here. That's what I'm saying, man. There's nothing wrong with losing your balance every once in a while, because that's how you learn to find your balance. Last one here, and drive it up, and let's switch sides. Deep breath. Before we get started in this side, roll those shoulders back, stand up nice and tall. Let's go. Big step back, drive the knee up. Nice work. Whew, breathing. This is the second time I'm doing this workout this week. So if you're feeling like it is tough, trust me, I am with you. Breathe. Big step back, really pressing into the ground. If you want to put your weights down at any point, that's amazing. Do it. Listen to yourself. 2 more here. Big step back and up. Last one. Big step back and up. Shake it off. All right. Ditching one weight. Taking our nice wide stance here. Strong feet, so both feet are pointed forward. And we're going side to side and pressing up. Breathe. Or just going with those side to side lunges without the press up. Breathe. But again, I do challenge you to try. Even if it feels like you're never gonna get it, practice helps. Breathe. It's also really great to train balance in this plane. So a lot of the time we have better balance moving backwards and forwards, and our balance side to side isn't that great. And training that can be a contributor to avoiding injury. Last one here, side to side and up. All right, ditching the weights. We're gonna go for our pop squats now. Deep breath. Woo, losing my voice. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little bounce, drop it down. Remember to press the butt back, trying not to let the knees come far over the toes. So I'm gonna show you what it would look like if you weren't doing those things. So you might like start to press your knees forward. You might start to like lean forward. Really try and keep that head up. Press the butt back. Breathe. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and up. Shake it off. Coming down to the ground now for our kneeling hip thrusts. We're getting there. Bring those weights up to shoulders. Deep breath. Remember that you can go with bridges on your back instead of these hip thrusts. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pressing up, squeezing the glutes. Really trying to think about making this a strength move and not like a momentum move. Like you really want to think about squeezing your glutes to come up. So don't go super fast with this one. Breathe. Trying not to let your feet like come up off the ground. Keep pressing the top of your feet into the mat as you press up. Breathe, breathe. Let's go 3 more. 3, squeeze those glutes. 2, and last one. And ditch it. Where's that towel I was talking about? I'm sweating. I need to wipe off. All right. Donkey kick, fire hydrant. So again, you can use weight here. You can use no weight. You could use a band, or you could put like a yoga block or a book behind your knee. And let's go. Press it up and out to the side. Breathing. Press it up really, squeezing through your heel and out. As you press up, trying not to arch through your back. So trying not to do this. Keeping everything else really still and stable. Pressing into the mat with your hands to support this move. Breathe, breathe. We're getting there. Up and out to the side. Last one here. Press it up. And last one to this side. Out to the side. And down. Switching sides. Breathing. Woo. Don't be afraid to make noise when you're working out. Pressing that up and out. I always say, like, something that I've noticed working with women in the fitness world is it's really hard to get women to make any audible noise when you're working out. Like, you go to the gym, Men are making all these completely unnecessary grunting moves, grunting sounds, and it's hard to get women to even like make an audible exhale, which can be really helpful to training your breath, is actually making noise when you breathe. It's hard. It's like women think they need to be quiet. You don't always have to be quiet. 2 more here. Up and out to the side. Press it up and out to the side and ditch it. All right, great news, everybody. We are now halfway through with the circuit. 2 more rounds, so check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How do you want to handle the last 2 rounds? We are getting there. Deep breath, shake it off. Stand nice and tall, roll those shoulders back. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squatting down, big step out. Wide squat. Sending your butt back. Breathing, trying not to let the weights pull you forward too much. So if you're noticing that you're really like starting to lean forward, don't squat quite as deep. Breathing, sending the butt back. Keep it going. We're getting there. Breathe, breathe. Let's go 1 more each side here. Out to the side. In the middle. Last one. Out to the side and up. All right, I'm gonna turn around for this one just for fun, just to like switch up my perspective. We're gonna go with our reverse lunge to high knee. So again, roll those shoulders back, standing nice and tall, or as tall as you can if you're like 5'2" like me. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Big step back, drive that knee up. So trying to stand nice and tall through the crown of your head, through the whole move. Big step back, drive that foot up, breathing, really trying to own the movement, trying to find your balance here. Breathe, we'll go 3 more, 3, and up, 2, and up, and last one, and up. All right, switching sides, shake it off a little. Let's go. Big step back, drive the knee up. Big step back, drive the knee up. If you are sweaty right now, you are not alone. If you are breathing heavily, you are not alone. If you are wishing that this workout was over, you are not alone. It'll be over soon. Breathe. 3 more. 3, and up. 2, and up. Last one, and up. All right, ditching one weight, finding our nice wide stance. I know that sometimes when you do a workout, if it feels really hard, you can feel defeated a little bit. Let's start moving and I'll finish what I'm saying. Side to side and up. So I just want to let you know, this is a hard workout, okay? If you feel like it's hard, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because it doesn't say anything about you. It is a hard workout. So if you need to take a break, please do. I'm so proud of you for being here. Breathe, breathe. Taking any time out of your day for yourself to move, even if you don't do the whole workout, it counts. Breathe, breathe. Side to side and up. 1 more each side. Side to side. Press that butt back and up. Last one. Side to side and up. Ooh, almost lost it there. Ditching the weight. Pop squats. If you don't want to do pop squats, remember air squats are a great alternative. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little bounce in the middle, dropping down. Remember to bend your knees as soon as you hit the ground so that the impact is not going to your knees. Nice soft knees here. Breathe, keep sending that butt backwards. We're almost there. 5, breathe, 4, shoot, 3, 2, last one, and up. Shake it off. Where are we at? We have to come down to the ground. It's kind of like a break. Not really though. I'm gonna go ahead and grab an even heavier set of weights for this. Maybe you want to do the same. Maybe you don't want to use weights at all. It's your workout. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pressing up, remember, thinking about pressing the tops of your feet into the mat, moving nice and slow and controlled through this movement, squeezing your glutes, breathing. You're crushing it. Even if you're laying down on the mat and not moving right now, you're crushing it. Breathe. We'll go for like 4 more. How about that? Does that feel fair? 4, breathe. 3, squeeze. 2. Last one. On this last one, let's lower down super slow. So squeeze, squeeze, hold, lower down slow, 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 and land on your feet. Amazing. All right, last move of the 3rd round. We're almost in the last round, y'all. We are getting there for real. All right, placing that weight behind your knee if you're using it. Wrists are directly stacked under shoulders. So like not out here, not in here, directly under. Same with knees under hips. Deep breath. Listen, I am breathing heavy. My heart rate is up. This ain't easy. Pressing it up and opening up to the side. Remember, only opening up to the side as much as you can without turning the rest of your body. I'm getting sweat in my eyes. This is real, y'all. Breathe. Out to the side. Press it up. Out to the side. 2 more of each. Pressing that foot up and out to the side. Last one. Press it up and out to the side and in. All right. Switching sides now. Weight is tucked behind your knee. Breathing. Finding your position on this side. And let's go. Press it up and out to the side. Press it up. Keep that foot flexed. Out to the side. Really squeezing through your side glute. Pressing up through your heel. Last move of the 3rd round. We're about to head into the last round. You did it. You made it this far. 1 more round. Stay with me, or don't. But please do. I don't want to be alone in this. Woo. All right, last one here. Press it up and out to the side. Woo. All right. Ditching that weight. Putting that on the ground. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Last round coming at you. So check in with yourself. How do you want to handle this last round? Do you want to treat it as kind of like a cool down and like completely ditch the weights, take it nice and easy? Or because it's the last round, do you want to go ham? It's totally up to you. I'm gonna keep the same weights I've been doing. And no more stalling. You know when I start to talk a lot in between rounds, that means like I need a break. I'm stalling. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down and out. Send your butt back. Squeeze. Down. Stepping out to the side. We are getting there for real, for real. Always remember in the last round, we are saying goodbye to all these moves. We don't have to do them again today. Breathing. So let that inform how you want to handle these moves, knowing that you don't have to do them again. Breathe. Keep it going. We are almost there. I am absolutely drenched in sweat. Send your butt back. I think the first time I did this workout, it was like a little cooler. It wasn't as humid. Breathe, breathe. Last one here in the middle. Out to the side, and let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. Woo. Whew. All right. Reverse lunge to high knee, last round. So again, just checking in with yourself. How do you want to tackle this? Standing tall, roll those shoulders back and down. Are you still smiling? It's just me? All right. Reverse lunge to high knee, let's go. Big lunge back, drive that knee up. Big lunge back, drive that knee up. I'm thinking about what I said earlier about how men at the gym make a lot of noise, and it's hard to get women to make any audible noise. I shouldn't generalize like that. But I do find that the gym or working out can be really intimidating to anyone who's maybe not familiar with the gym. Maybe, you feel like the only people who can go hard are people that look a certain way. Breathe, drive that knee up. Or, people who really know what they're doing. It's not true. Hopefully, anybody who is experienced in the gym, let's switch sides, or experienced in working out, would be supportive towards you. That's been my experience. I wasn't always, so experienced. I did at a time go to the gym and feel very intimidated. I can't believe now that I openly put myself out there on the internet working out fully, breathing. Trust me, I was not born that way. I used to be the person in gym class. Let's go 3 more. 3, drive it up, 2, last 1, stepping back, drive that knee up and hold. I used to be the person in gym class who, when we would have to run laps, I'd be the person walking in the back complaining. So basically I just want everybody to know that working out is not just for one kind of person. All right, big wide stance, side to side. It's easy to look at someone like me who now does have a lot of experience and really looks like I know what I'm doing, because I do. I'm always learning, but I was not always like this. And I've found a lot of support in the fitness community. A lot of people want to see other people enjoy the benefits of working out and exercising. Breathe, side to side and up. Whew. Almost lost it there. Keep going, we're almost there. Breathe, 1 more each side here. Keep sending that butt back. Side to side and up. Last 1. Side to side and up. I am fully sweat in my eyes right now. That's okay. I don't need my eyesight. I'm probably gonna trip over a weight and just eat it. All right, pop squats, last round here. We're almost done. Let's go, a little bounce, send that butt back, little bounce, send your butt back. Remember, you can do air squats instead of pop squats if you'd like. Breathe, almost there. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and up, shake it off. 2 more moves to go, 2 more. We are almost there, although we're not almost there for real. If you've been in my classes before, when I say we're almost done, beware, I might be lying. All right, flipping these weights up to your shoulders if you're using them, sitting up nice and tall through the crown of your head, engage your core as well. Deep breath, let's go. Pressing up, squeezing your glutes, back down, pressing up, back down, squeezing, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Remember that you can do bridges instead of these. Squeezing your glutes. We are almost there. Breathe. And down. Keep going. Let's go, just 2 more. Just 2 more, you got this. But if you don't got it, that's okay. Last 1. Up and down. All right, last move of the last round. Crawling on the ground. All right, placing that weight behind your knee if you're using it, finding your tabletop position, taking a deep breath. No more stalling, Ruth, let's go. Up and out. Squeeze, last move here. Last round, last move. You got this. And if you don't, that's totally cool. Squeezing out to the side. Let's go just 1 more like this, and then let's pulse it out for fun. So bring that knee up, little pulses. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now even worse, we're gonna pulse it out to the side. So lift that leg up and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. Whew. All right, switching sides here. This is it. Finding tabletop position, and let's go up and out to the side, squeezing that weight if you're using it, trying not to arch through your back, breathing out to the side, and up, squeezing. One more like this, and then we're gonna pulse it out, up, almost lost track of what I was doing, up, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And let's finish off, lifting to the side. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. Whew. I was just gonna swear, but I want to try. I'm trying not to swear in these. All right, sweat in my eyes, sweat dripping down my face. Take a moment, shake it off. But as I may have warned you, and as you will not be surprised by if you've been in my classes before, it's not over till it's over, baby. All right, today's finisher. Take a second, shake it off, maybe walk around the room for a moment. Today's finisher, instead of doing more leg stuff, we're gonna do a little core finisher. So, coming to the end of your mat here, so that you have the whole mat in front of you, we are gonna come forward, folding forward, bending your knees if you need to, until your hands find the ground. We're gonna walk out. Knees can come down to the ground here. Stay on your feet, walking all the way out into your high plank, and then we're gonna walk it back. So we're just gonna do 4 more like that, a little faster though. Coming down, walking hands out all the way to your plank. Knees can come down to the ground as needed. Back up, walk it out, all the way to high plank. Hold here for a moment, walk it back. 2 more, coming forward, walking hands out all the way to high plank, back up. This time we're gonna walk down to high plank and stay in our plank. Walking down to our high plank here, so holding in our high plank for a moment, and then we're gonna come down onto our forearms, low plank, press back up onto our hands. Again, you can come down to your knees here, or stay on your feet, breathe. These are up and down planks, or they're sometimes called commandos. Breathe, try not to hike your butt up. Keep going, just a few more like this. Down, down, up, up, 3 more. Down, down, up, up, last 2. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Hold in our high plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, little stretch here if you need it. Then we're gonna come to our side. So we're either gonna do side plank hip drops on our knees here. So the knees are in line with the hips, pressing up and down, squeezing through the lower part of your waist here. Or if you want to crank it up a notch, send your legs long, pressing up and down, pressing up and down. Try to keep your chest open to the front of the room, maybe even lifting your arm up. Breathe. We're going to go for 4, 3, really squeezing through your waist. 2, last 1. And let's pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. Swing those legs around to the other side. Same thing on the other side. So either on your knees or sending your legs long out to the side, pressing up and down, breathing. We're almost there. Maybe bring that arm up, pressing up, really squeezing through the bottom side of your waist, keeping chest open to the front of the room. Breathe. We're gonna go for 4, 3, almost there, 2, last 1, and let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ditch it. All right, what's going on now? We're gonna come down to our backs. Rolling onto our backs, draw knees up towards chest, and we're going to hold on to our calves here and lift head and shoulders up off the ground. So really squeezing through your core here, pulling yourself into a nice tight little ball, and then we're gonna take left arm and left leg, so same side, open them up, bring them back in. Open up, send that leg long, arm behind you. Keep squeezing through your abs. If you need to put your head down, please do. We'll go for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's pulse the leg out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug that knee in. Rest your head down on the ground for a moment. Deep breath. Coming back up and go right side now. So same thing. Right arm, right leg, come out and in. Bring your head back down to the mat if needed. Keep squeezing that left knee close to chest. Breathe. We'll go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold and pulse that leg out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand behind your head. Other hand comes behind the head. We're gonna bicycle it out. So right elbow comes to left knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are done. Big stretch. Stretch out legs and arms long. Reach with your fingertips and toes. Take a deep breath. You are done. Feel free here to do any stretch that feels good for you. Taking deep breaths if you'd like, or just naturally letting your breath catch up to you. When and if you're ready, join me in some guided stretching. So I'm taking left leg, crossing it over right knee here, making a kind of a triangle in front. So opening up that left knee in front, and then lifting right leg off the ground, right foot off the ground for a nice glute stretch on the left side. This might feel like enough all on its own, or maybe you want to grab the back of your thigh to pull closer, or even the front of your calf to pull closer. Holding here, trying to relax into this stretch, taking a nice big deep breath here, and release. And then bringing that back down, switching sides here. So crossing right foot over left knee, opening that right knee up to make like a triangle in front of you, and then lifting left foot off the ground, feeling a nice stretch in the right glute, maybe grabbing the back of your left thigh, getting to the part of the workout where I'm starting to forget what body parts are called, or maybe the front of your shin here, rolling around on the mat, breathing, pulling closer, trying to relax into this stretch. Deep breath here. And then opening that back up. We're going to come over onto the front of our body. Hands on the ground, just pressing up for a moment into a nice back extension. Bringing it back down. Untucking your feet here. Pressing back. And we're going to press up into a down dog for a moment. So sending heels towards the ground here, relaxing through your upper body, and then walking hands and feet towards each other here until you come to a forward fold here. Maybe holding for a moment here, swaying side to side, shifting your weight to either foot before slowly, bone by bone, rolling up. We'll take a nice wide stance here. Send the left toes to the wall, so left foot is pointed sideways, right foot is pointed forward. We're going to bend into this stretch, floating arms up to the side, and then left arm's going to come down, find the top of the thigh, and then stretch the hand overhead here, maybe getting a little deeper into this stretch. And then when you're ready, floating arms over, so little windmill over, find the back of your thigh here, and bend backwards into this stretch for a deep breath. And exhale. And then floating Arms out to the side again. Let's switch feet. So now left foot points forward, right foot points out to the side. And let's once again bend into this stretch. And then arm finds the top of thigh, stretching the other arm overhead, maybe getting a little deeper into this stretch. Reach with the fingertips, a nice long line through your whole body, and then when you're ready, windmill, arms over, stretching backwards, reaching up overhead here. Big stretch here. And bringing hands back here. We'll like slowly, gracefully, or not so gracefully, walk feet back together. We're gonna come into a forward fold again, so letting hands and head be heavy. Fold down to find your toes, so knees can be bent as much as needed. Holding your toes, and we're gonna come into a squat here. So your squat might not be as low as mine, that's okay. Press out in your inner thighs with your arms so that you get a nice stretch in your inner thighs. Try to sit nice and tall here. And then we're going to keep gripping our toes and stand back up, feeling a nice stretch in the back of our legs. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So it's gonna turn around a little bit here. Coming down into your squat, pressing out. So pressing your legs out with your arms to get a nice stretch in your inner thighs. And then standing back up, coming into your forward fold, feeling a nice stretch in the back of your legs. 1 more like that. Coming down, really press those legs out. Sit nice and tall here. Again, if you're not as low in your squat as I am, that's okay. And coming back up. Really pull down, try to straighten your knees a little bit more, get a nice stretch in the back of your legs. And then slowly, bone by bone, rolling back up. Let's take a big inhale together. Arms floating overhead. And exhale, bring hands down in front. Thank you so much for joining me for leg day today. It was a tough workout. I'm so proud of you for getting through it, however that looked for you. We've got 1 more leg day next week. I appreciate everyone's support so much, and I'm here for you too. Thank you, and I will see you next week.